Hi, I didn't quite see you there. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm showing you 10 build hacks that will level up your creation. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, these hacks are really easy. They are guaranteed to make your build stand out. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Chris and I upload every Wednesday and Friday. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so immediately getting into build mode, I want to start off with the laundry room building hack. Okay, so I've seen this across my For You page for a very long time and I've always wanted to attempt it. The only thing is that I see that it does have custom plans and stuff like that. I've never done custom plans and I don't know why. I just never add realism to my builds because I feel like it takes away from what Bloxburg actually is. I guess the first thing we want to do is add a floor up here to simulate a roof and then also add a floor down here. Now next I want to paint all these white. After that we can finally start going with the basic shape. So with this basic shape we just basically want to extend it up here and make sure to have small grid on because I did not. I think that people actually just use structurals to do like the cabinet outline. I'm just gonna try that because doing basic shapes for every single line is just gonna take a really long time. I genuinely don't know how some people have the patience to make houses look like this extremely realistic. It stresses me out just a tiny bit. I'm not doing this right. So I guess we're just gonna have to use the basic shapes then, and that's gonna take super long. But the basic shape, we just want to flatten it really good and then kind of up in it like halfway. I'm just gonna assume that's halfway. I am right now trying not to lose my marbles, so we want to keep making it something like this and just make it super detailed. Okay, this is kind of like off the story, but I was driving with my mom today, and tell me why I feel like moms overreact over like the simplest. I was going 5 miles per hour above the speed limit and she was already yelling at me. Like even literally getting out of the driveway, she was like, you need to stop going fast. I'm like, girl, we're just getting out of the driveway. Okay, so like honestly the cabinets aren't really that bad to do. I think the only complaint that I would have about basic shapes is that they take a very long time. See, I think something like this is good. Let's see how much this actually costs. 412. That's like almost half of $1,000. Next, we want to add the washer, which I do not remember where it was. I might have made the laundry room too narrow. It's fine. We can just tighten it. From what I'm seeing, this person ended up putting a basic shape on top of the washing machine and ended up making it into like a tiny cabinet. Do not be so rough on me. I am trying my best to replicate this. And then we can finally add the dryer on top. How did this person add the okay, there we go. And then we also need to add a cabinet on top of that dryer. You call it basic shapes again. This is what we have, and I finally finished the cabinets. I also kind of went with my own style. I gotta give myself props. The only thing I'm unsure about is how to actually add realistic plants. Okay, so I watched a tutorial, and so what it says is to flatten a transparent cube and then put a decal on it, and then we can add the transparent cube. I'll change the decals later on. Then we decorate the shelves. I also want to say that a lot of you are so talented. I give props to them because this takes so much effort and so much time. If you don't know my famous lights already, are you even a fan? This is the finished result. I think it came along really nice. It actually exceeded my expectations. Next up, we have the scallop bed, and I'm honestly really excited to do the scallop bed because I've always done really basic beds. As you can see, it mostly composed of basic shapes. We're just gonna follow the step-by-step guide and we should be fine. And obviously for the scallops, they use basic shapes. They use the round basic shapes. I'm gonna assume that she did something like this and then just copy pasted them across from each other. So she also said to add a basic shape as the mattress instead of an actual bed. I'm pretty sure she used a cube for the actual mattress, so something like this. And then she says to add like sleeping bags on it. Okay, so I might or might not have to make this bed shorter because this is way too long. Okay guys, so I ended up fixing the bed. After that we add another short one like kind of right on top to cover this, but then we also resize it. Okay, so I ended up finding out that literally the things that right here were literally just basic blankets. We just gotta mix them up, shuffle them up and add them, then add a long messy blanket, and then last but not least add the pillows and color. Okay, this is the result for this bed, and I could honestly say confidently I'm a fan of this. I'm gonna end up decorating this room a little bit before we move on to the next one. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add like this little closet type of thing. What's good about this closet is that it has its own built-in vanity. So as you can see, it also has like clothes in the middle and a mirror and just everything. I don't know, it's just the essentials. I found it pretty cool. From what I'm seeing, they use like the little indent that people use for the fridges, and then they also use these counters as well. I can already see them falling in place. What we want to add after that, we want to add a professional mirror. I see nobody uses this mirror ever, but I honestly really love it. I had to remove the wall trim because we wouldn't have been able to see the mirror, but basically we add that, and then we add another mirror on this side. And then for the clothes, she ended up putting a basic shape in the middle, and then also ended up putting the clothes piled on top of it. I like how we have the option to have like the rack of clothes, but I feel like nobody uses it. Okay, and then we're gonna paint these institutional white because I'm not liking them, not institutional white, and I want to paint the countertop like a marble. Well, I like a little cute carpet right here too. Oh wow, I'm guessing we can't paint the clothes anymore. That is really weird. It seems that she also added like plants here. The actual vanity, she ended up adding makeup. Okay, so this is the finished result. I'm really liking this bedroom. Okay, our third build hack. I saw Alaska Violet try this one. It's the one where how to make a room under the stairs, and honestly, it's like a really cute nook. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like the Harry Potter like thing. You know how he lived under the stairs? Like his room was under the stairs. But from what the video is telling us, it's telling us to put a modern fence right here, then add the door, then fill in the gaps with the basic shapes. Let's just fill it in with the basic shape. Wait, because why is this actually really cute? I love this. Okay, wait, I could have done a little bit better. Okay, next up we have the closet. We wanted to make shoes and we also wanted to make clothes that are hanging. So with the shoes, I'm actually really excited for this one because I really want to put like, instead of shoes, I could also use this for my mansions and just put Louis Vuitton bags and stuff like that. For the clothes, I just wanted to try. I mean, look at how cool it looks. Okay, so for the shoes, I ended up using basic shapes to make the shelf. So what we got to do is we just got to add a simple basic shape, right? And then we can extend it all the way kind of to the top right here. We're going to make it very little. And then we're going to do the same thing with another basic shape, but we're going to flatten it. And then you just keep adding shelves. I'm gonna add these lights so they shine on the shoe and just flip them downward. What we want to do is add a transparent cube and then flatten it completely, like make it really skinny. When you have those, just add decals. Okay, so ultimately it should end up looking something like this. Next up, I wanted to try some hacks for kitchens. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the kitchen first and then I'm gonna add the light fixtures. The light fixture is the hack. This light fixture isn't just any light fixture. It's actually really weird to do. We want to end up putting a basic shape and making it really little. Make it look something like that. After that, getting this light cube and then also resizing it to really tiny. And then what we want to do, we want to keep using the basic shapes. We want to resize it to being really skinny. Try to put these on the side like so. And then we want to keep repeating the same steps. Except that actually I did do something wrong. We want to make the other side go under. Like something like this and then just repeat the same process. So you want to make it look something like this. Obviously the chain is really badly placed. And next after this, to make really detailed island chairs, you get one of these industrial stools and then you want to get the simplicity stool and then combine them together. I know this isn't like as detailed, but trust me, it looks good when you color it. See, look at how much better it looks. Okay, the next hack I wanted to try was for the kitchen fridge. You know those really fancy smart screen fridges? That's what I wanted to do in Bloxburg, and I've seen that all over my For You page, especially in 2021. Never did it. So in the video, you just basically just add these wooden planks, and then I know that's a little bit off center, but we can work with it. And then you add this like frame right here, but then you extend it. Make sure to also add things around it and not make it look super weird. To be honest, this already looks really strange even looking at it. This is basically what it should look like. Then the last hack I wanted to do is add cabana seats, or cabana seats, because they're not in actual cabanas, but they're the seats. Okay, so basically you need a cube, a smooth cube, pillow, horizontal, cylinder, and a blanket. So we'll start off with the basic cube, smoothen that out as possible and try to shape it into like a cabana bed. Then you want to get your smooth cube and you want to put it right on top of here, and then do the same thing, but try not to get like the edges. And then after that, you can just add pillows. Then after that, you can just add like a little blanket. Then it should end up looking something like this. All right, and then we're ready to tour all of the build hacks. First build hack is the laundry room that we have. I think this came out really great. It's the bedroom, and then we made the custom bed as well as the custom closet. And then after that, we did the little reading nook, which I didn't end up completing. And then after that, we have the kitchen with the custom stools, custom fridge, and custom light fixture. The amazing, gorgeous closet, the relaxing cabana chair. Overall, my favorite build hack was the laundry room. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. YouTube thinks that you would like the video on screen. And as always, have a good day or night. Peace.